In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the Dark Fortress raid that you only have up until the 20th of February in order to do just before Season 15 starts. In terms of what loot drops, it seems to be pretty even across the different factions. I, for my sake, went with gold hoarders in this video, but if you want to get the most gold out of it, you're going to have to go with Reaper's Bones. In my case, I made 190,000 gold. Now, in order to begin this voyage, you're going to have to go to your quest table, go to the voyages, and then go all the way to the right-hand side to special voyages, and then click limited voyages. And you can see here, you can do 3 of these, only 3 of them, and it's only up until the 20th, and you have to dive to the location. Otherwise, it doesn't work correctly, and the loot isn't the right loot. This will lead you directly to the fort, where you'll see a skeleton ghost fleet will appear around the fort. You just have to defeat 3 of these ships by shooting them with 3 cannons, and they'll disappear. Once you've defeated all 3, you can go ahead and enter the fortress. I would personally recommend parking your ship by the upper gate section right over here, because this is the closest place you can reach all the loot and use the harpoon of your ship to grab it. You will then need to fight waves of phantoms until a red named phantom will appear. This is going to be one of 2 red name phantoms that you're going to be fighting, and when you defeat this guy, he's going to drop the Fortress Treasury Key, which is one of 4 keys that you can use to open up doors on this fortress in order to get extra loot. I decided to blow him up, and after blowing him up, you can see here, this is the first key that you can get, but now you're not going to use this key immediately, because you can still find the other 2 keys right now before the next phase, because the moment you use this key, more phantom ships are going to spawn. So go ahead and place this here by this door, which we'll use later. This is a good time to open up this gateway over here from the inside. You should see your ship parked directly outside, because you're going to be stacking any loot that you find throughout the entire fort on this little wall here so that you can harpoon it nice and easily. We're now going to be looking for the next 2 keys. The next 2 keys are actually lying around in random places, in searchable things. You're going to have to open or access and pay attention to every little corner or thing that opens or moves or interacts with you. Apart from finding keys, you should also be finding a bunch of mermaid gems. As you can see here, I've been collecting a bunch of them here. You should eventually find one of the keys, which is going to be the Fortress Storeroom Key, which is for the very top of the fort. With the key in hand, you can head to the very top of the fortress, and you'll be able to open up this door right at the top. Over here, this has a few extra pieces of loot, and the place where I suggest putting these is as soon as you got the door, head to the right or the direction where you see your ship, and you're just going to place the loot like this. Like there, right on the corner there, you want to like walk straight up to the wall and then drop it like this so that you're able to harpoon it from your ship later on. Now you're also going to do a very thorough look around. There is another key that is hidden around as well. This one is a lot more hidden. Took me a while to finish. I actually found it afterwards, but I found mine right over here in a very sneaky place on the outside in the middle of the fortress. This is the Dark Cell Key. There's only one place you can use this, and this is probably the one place that you probably weren't able to open in case you are watching this video. Essentially, we're going to take this one down to the basement where the cells all are located, and you can use this on this cell door right over here, and this is how you can get into this room to grab these extra pieces of treasure. Once you're ready, you can now use that Fortress Treasure Key that you left by this door and open up this room. This is going to start the next phase. So first off, in this room, there's some treasure that you can collect, but there's another door in this room with more treasure that you can get with another key. But first, you have to defeat 3 phantom ships around the fortress. You can either use your ship to do this, or you can use the cannons on the fortress. Either way, you have to take out the phantom ships, but also make sure you check up on your own ship, because if your ship has taken a hole, it might be sinking and you might not even realize it, and that's going to be a big bummer. As soon as you've defeated those ships, all of them will despawn and leave, and you will then have to fight a new wave of phantom enemies. You'll keep fighting waves until eventually you fight the red named one called the Phantom Jailer, because when you defeat him, he is going to drop the Dark Treasury Cell Key, which opens up the door within that vault that you just opened. And that is pretty much the end of the raid on the Dark Fortress. You just have to get all of your loot to this section right over here. Like I said, pop it down there and then jump on the harpoon of your ship, and you can just pull up all the loot very easily. Don't forget the one at the top over here that you packed out the storeroom at the top there. You can grab those just like this too. And then you can just go ahead and sell your loot. You should be grade 5 in any rank that you decided to pick. I got grade 5 in gold hoarders, and I made 190,000 gold with it. This voyage can be done pretty quick. It should take you around half an hour if you're doing everything correctly, and it's great for reputation as well as easy gold. And you can do it 3 times in total before the 20th of February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.